Big Dragons, I'm back. I don't know if this is going to be my last vlog before I go to Scotland, but we have to have a theme for what I'm reading. So, because we're heading into August, which is my birthday month, and we're also technically doing a reading-thon this weekend. It's called Arc August. So I have 4 different vlog concepts that I would like to do before the end of August. 1 week I will obviously take off because I'm going to be in Scotland and I'm probably going to read a bunch of random stuff that you probably are not going to see. Follow me on Instagram because I will probably post everything I'm reading over there or on my store or on my Fable account. I'm going to try not to fall behind this year. We will see because I definitely did not succeed in that last year. So the themes for the vlogs is my ALA arcs, which is a lot that I just got. I have my arcs overall, which is my spinner wheel that has my e-arcs and all of my physical arcs. I have my mid-year freakout, which is basically all the books I heard people talk about in the last like 2 weeks I was home watching content. Books on my August TBR, my recently purchased books, which is basically everything I bought recently, and then my summer TBR, which are all pretty much arcs, but they're just like a curated sort of them. So we're gonna roll and see, and we're also going to see if this vlog, if it will work for A Court of Wings and Rune or if it will not. It may for some of these, it may not for other ones, but we're just gonna see like what, if it counts, and if worse comes to worse, I'll just go start that other vlog that I have. Okay, let me go shuffle this because I hate, okay, let's roll and see. Okay. My arcs overall list. That is a scary list because it is just so many random things. Okay. Okay. Alright. My arcs overall list. This was my scary list. I hope my Kindle's charged. I hope it's charged. Okay. There are a lot of things on here. Let's get into it. Ooh, actually, To Drown a Witch is actually a physical arc. Oh, you know why that's on here? Because that is, actually, this is also on my August TBR, which is great. Okay, so this is a book that, which means I cannot read A Court of Wings and Rune for this vlog. I'm going to have to update you on a different vlog. So yeah, To Drown a Witch was one that I got at Bookfest. And I've heard no one talk about this. Okay, I'm very excited. This was on my TBR anyway, so this will be a book that's going to get off that TBR. Okay, I'm going to go, I think, do my workout. I think that is where my head's at right now. And then I'm going to go back to watching Tracker, but I have to go update everything that I'm doing so it's like clear. But I'm going to go read the first 100 pages of To Drown a Witch and see how I feel about this. Read if you love steamy romantasy, enemies to lovers romance, dangerous magic, mysteries and infant, dual point of view, and books like Heartless Hunter or Serpent and Dove. Okay, and this book is how many pages? Okay, it's a little bit over 300. That's actually great. Okay, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go do my workout. I'm going to listen to something, maybe A Court of Rings and Rune as I work out. And then I'm going to give you guys an update after I read about 100 pages of this. Wish me luck. Hi, book friends. Hey Dragons, I'm back. Sorry, it's definitely been a little bit of slow going with reading the past couple of days. Not anything bad, just I've been spending a lot of time doing other things than reading. But I did wind up I wound up finishing part 1 of To Drown a Witch. I will be honest, I was nervous to start this book because every other arc I've read from Bookfest that I got, I did not like or DNF'd or I just didn't enjoy it. So this one I'm actually enjoying quite a bit. So we have 2 main characters. It's a YA romantasy. It could be adult, but you know, it could be like new adult, but I'm really liking it so far. I'm enjoying it. We have a main character named Ness. There's like a witch. There's a person that's killing people with magic, and basically if you have magic, or even if you're thought to have magic, you will be killed. But our main character Ness can sense magic. She can like smell magic. So she's like a good like detector of that, and she's been working for this guy to kind of get people to come to his like fighting ring, and the only people that are invited there are people that have magic. And her whole job doing this, and her whole job of doing this is because she wants to get her dad out of prison. And the other point of view is Torin. He is dealing with a lot of grief over the death of his former like fiance. And he has to go on an adventure to kind of kill this witch, and he's hopefully going to kind of bring her along. That's where I am so far. I am really liking this. I'm like, you know, 90 pages in. So yeah, that is what I'm doing today. I'm also watching Tracker, but I realized the books I'm other reading, this was supposed to be like an ARC reading vlog, and nothing else I'm reading will fit this vlog, like all my audiobooks and stuff. So I think I'm gonna have to go start another vlog, and you guys will see that in conjunction with this. It might take longer to get this vlog done. It's just going to be everything that doesn't fit in this vlog, like any library holds. I also am kind of maybe thinking I will vlog when I'm in Scotland. We'll see. My last vlog when I was in Ireland literally had nothing to do about reading. It was just like a travel vlog. So we'll see, but I'm going to go start that vlog just so I have some footage into it, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye bye, friends. Back to this vlog. I am going to give you an update once I read about 100 more pages. Would like it to be tonight. I also have not been reading before bed. I gotta get into a better habit. I really do. So I'm gonna try to get that into that habit again tonight, and I'm gonna try to read for like 20 minutes before bed. But I just have a very, very bad habit of doing that, so I have to build a habit. Okay, all right. I will come back when I have read about 100 more pages of this. I will be back. Bye, bye, friends. Bye, dragons. I definitely am reading a little bit slower, but I am making progress. So I did wind up getting up to page 205 in To Drown a Witch. It's also the last day of July, so this book is probably, I don't know what this book is going to count for, because I'm doing a readathon in August, but 2 of the books I'm currently reading I can't actually count for it. I guess I could count a good chunk of Court of Wings and Ruin for my other vlog. This book, I'm just going to kind of see how much I could get reading done, because I'm like 200 pages. Maybe I can just count the last 200 pages of this. We will see. But I am really liking this. I am really liking the characters in this. It's a fun read. We're getting a lot of mystical stuff as well. We're getting like this elusive witch that's happening. We're having 2 characters that are kind of forced to work together. We're having a fun magic system. There is a twist that I think may happen, and if I think that would be very, very, very sick, because we have both characters are very, very broken. They're really dealing with a lot in this story, so I am really, really liking it. I did not sleep the best last night, so I might try to go back to like actually reading before bed. I think that maybe like quiets my mind a little bit. But yeah, that's where we are. So I actually had a pretty, I went to go see Spider-Man Brand New Day. If you don't want spoilers, click ahead to when I put this book back up. I loved it. It was perfect in every way. My prediction about Sadie Sink, I won't spoil it on this vlog, was totally 100% correct. I would go see it sooner rather than later, because probably next week they're going to have Sadie go back on a press tour and she'll be spoiling her own role, but I really, really liked it. Really excited to see what happens next. So yeah, I'm about 200 pages into this, and I'm really enjoying it. Like, I really want to keep reading. I've just been like, I'm also traveling I'm traveling next week to go to Scotland, and I just feel the end of summer coming a little bit too quick, and I'm getting a little bit anxious, which I don't like. So I'm just trying to like stay in the moment a little bit. I still have like a week, like a month and a half left of summer, because we don't go back immediately. So yeah, that's where we are. I'm going to try to get up to page 250 tonight so I can finish part 2. We will see if that actually happens. This might not be my bedtime book, but my bedtime book is an ARC, so I can include it in this. All right. I will talk to you guys soon when I have an update for you, hopefully soon. But I am really liking this. I'm also really liking Tracker. I may bring my Kindle with me, not as an e-reader, but as like an entertainment source. So I may actually wind up bringing my Kindle with me. Just to have like Disney Plus and Netflix on so I could watch like in my downtime. But we will see. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. But yeah, so tomorrow is going to be an errandy day. I have to go run and get a couple of things for my trip. I have to go get my hair done, or I have to go get my nails done. So yeah, that will be what tomorrow is going to be. I also really took today as like a true rest day because I was venturing out and such. So I'll be back when I have read 50 more pages of this. It will probably be tomorrow, but if by some random reason I get the reading bug, I will come back and update you guys. Bye, my friends. Dragons, I'm back. I just want to do a quick reading update. I did wind up last night. I have been having bad time getting into sleep schedules, so I've been trying to figure out what actually works. So I did wind up picking up Float by Kat Merchant and illustrated by TJ June. This is a book I got 2 years ago. Not this the other past Alien. I just kept it because it was a good like summer graphic novel. And it's basically about this character that winds up moving from Alaska to go be with her aunt. Her parents are a bit complicated and she winds up trying to kind of impress these people, but she can't swim. And this annoying guy learned that she can't swim and is going to teach her how to swim. And that's kind of all that I read. But they're very, very fun. I've read about 109 pages. I might finish this over the next couple of days before I go to Scotland. Again, you're going to hear a lot about Scotland in this vlog because it's my vlog leading up to Scotland, depending on how long it is. So, also, workout-wise, yesterday was a cheat day. I went to go see Spider-Man. I had a bunch of popcorn. I had my birthday cake, which I didn't take a picture of, but it was very, very nice. It's my chocolate mousse cake, and I won't be here for my birthday, so my parents are trying to, like, do all the birthday stuff before I leave. We had pizza, so I'm trying to get back on a better schedule. Last day was like a rest day. I only did 45 minutes of working out. Today, I'll definitely be doing more than that because I do have to go run to town to get my nails done. Pick up a few little things for my trip as well. It's also the day where like everything restarted because it's August 1st. There was a possibility of me applying for a new job, but I don't think that's going to work out. It is not in our network that I like to stick with, so I'm not doing that. But there was a moment yesterday like, oh, maybe I will apply for a new job or not. So at least not currently. But yeah, so I wound up reading about 109 pages of this. And then I wound up watching Tracker. I did wind up doing a morning workout, and then I wound up getting up to part 3 in The Prey to Drana Witch. I'm really liking this. I think this is right. This might be a 5-star. Like, I'm also getting a special edition of this from one of my book boxes, which I didn't know when I started this, so my tabs will have to get taken out. But I'm really liking this. I think that this is like a great romantic. It also has a lot of grief built in. Grief for our main character, also grief for our main female character. There's a few little things that like I think like could have been pulled a little bit like plot points, but I'm really interested about the witch character and who the witch really is and what they are, because I have a theory that would make this book like wild if that's a theory, especially for Torin. But I'm really, really liking it. So that's where we are right now. I'm gonna go try. I'm gonna go try to read another like 50 pages. Also, I want to finish this book relatively soon because I am doing ARC August, and this book really won't count for it. So I'm trying to finish this a little bit quicker. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys when I have an update, hopefully soon. And I'll give you guys an update when I have read about 50 more pages. Actually, I'll probably just gonna finish the book, to be honest. The next time you see me, I will have finished this. So I'll talk to you guys then. Bye bye, friends. Hey friends, I just want to do a quick update. I did wind up finishing To Drown a Witch by Lindsay Olsen. I really like this book. I gave this book 5 stars. There is a lot of twists and turns in this story, and I think that like if you're passively listening to the story, I think you'd get a little bit confused, but I had a great time with this. There was some twist I didn't see coming, and there was a twist that I did see coming, so like I'm really intrigued. There was a character we kind of heard about, which is like the crown prince in this world that we have not met, and I'm curious to see what book 2 is, but I really did like this one. There's a lot of like intrigue, especially at the end, about who the witch actually is, which I think is sort of interesting. So I gave this book 5 stars. I had a really, really fun time with it. So we're gonna do a bit of a book haul. This was probably my last book haul before I go to Scotland. But I wound up picking up The Adventures of Maud West Lady Detectives, and this was just a book I heard someone talking about, and I think I'm gonna make it my next bedtime book because there is no audio for this, and I normally do like listen to my nonfiction. And then also book of the month came. It is my birthday month, so I did wind up getting up another book as well. So the book that like was on the little list was The Poisoner's Daughter by Sheila Matterson. This I heard about from Tori from Tori's Novel Life. It is a very chunky standalone book. This did just get trad pubbed as well. So I'm really excited for this one. And then I also, for my birthday, I got another one. I got The Shadows That Listen by Lisa Carmody. And this is another dystopian romanticism about angels and demons. So I am probably not going to read these this week, but I am going to put them on my TBR when we like start making our way. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my wheel, and I am going to go spin the wheel and see what we're reading. Reminder, we're reading we're reading books from my ARC spinner wheel. And hope we get something good. If by chance we get something that I don't want to read, like a Christmas romance, or we get like a long contemporary, I might pick up another book, but let's see what gets chosen and then we'll go from there. There's books on here that are audio ALCs that I do get from Libro FM. So if on the off chance that that gets chosen, I am probably going to pause this book for another vlog and just do it here. So I may have to spin twice depending on what the prompt is and how I have access to the book. So yeah, let's see. There's a lot on this wheel and I will never delete stuff, so it's possible we may get a double that I have to delete and we might have to spin again. But there's a lot on here. Ooh, body count. Where is that? Okay, let me go see if I can find that book because, yeah, let me go see if I can find that one. I don't even know where that book is. All right, let me go see if I can find that and then we'll report back. Okay, so this was a book that I did get. I think I got this from Comic-Con. It calls Sunny Beltante Owes a Debt to a Monster. So this is more like a mystery thriller, which I don't normally physically read. It is signed to me. So what I might do is I might roll again to see if I could get something to offset this with. This would actually be a great book to take with me. But yeah. So I think I'm going to roll again and just see what the other option is. Maybe I can alternate. But that is an arc. Okay. Okay, and let me roll again just to see if it has like a fantasy option because I really do prefer to read my fantasy. I have to look to see if I have the audio or that one too. I don't think I have to look. Oh, Arcane Arts. Where did I put that? Oh, I don't know where I put that book. Okay. All right, you know what? That I don't know where I put. All right, one more time because I literally don't know where that book is right now. Okay, let me just spin one more time and see if I get something. If not, I have an option that I could do. I'm also not taking these off the spinner wheel in case my plan fails a little bit. A Dead Thing Like Me. I think that's the same exact thing with, okay, hold on one second. I rolled that I can access is both thrillery horror books that I do actually have the audios to. So I also do have Bloodbound by Ellis Hunter, which is an arc that I did never get around to. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go eat my dinner. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the first chapter of each of these and decide what is the audiobook that I'm going to read a physical chapter of each and see how I feel about these. This was an arc I got from BookFest and this was an arc that I got from Comic-Con. And I love the other book that I got from this drop. It was the new Sasha Sloan one. So yeah, I don't know what either of these books are about. They do both have like a magical twist, but I also, Bloodbound is a book that's been on a lot of people's like TBRs and stuff. So yeah, I think my plan right now is to take both of these books, read the first chapter and see how I feel and see if I want to like pick up the audio of one of them. Maybe I'll pick up an audiobook of one of them, but I do have access to both of the audios as well. So yeah, that is where we are, but I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go read the first chapter of each of these and then read the first chapter of Bloodbound and just see like what is in my head that wants to get read physically, because I am a bit of a picky physical reader. Audiobooks is pretty much open game, but that's the plan. So let me go eat and then I will come back when I have decided what I'm going to physically read and what I'm going to listen to on the audiobook. In my other vlog, I am reading A Court of Wings and Ruin, and I really did want to finish this before I went to Scotland, just because it's a little bit hefty, but I'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling. So that's kind of the plan. I'm going to come back when I have a plan. I don't know what the plan is right now, but I'm going to come back. But I do have some options. Okay. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, book friends. Hey book dragons, I'm back. So let's have a bit of a chit chat. I did wind up reading about a chapter of Body Count by Cody Crowley. I think this is going to be a listen or it's going to be like a DNF because I think it is a slasher and I really struggle with slashers, to be very honest. I called my friend Jen and she said, if you like it, it's probably going to be on audio. And I already have an audiobook that I'm listening to. I'm listening to A Court of Wings and Ruin. And I have a couple of other backup audiobooks. So like this may just be a book that I have downloaded on my phone, because when I travel I do need a lot of audiobooks when I'm, you know, walking and stuff. So this may get listened to at some point. I just don't know when. But I also do have the audio for A Dead Thing Like Me by E.G. Young. I just got this from my audiobook ALC program from Lebo FM, and I'm enjoying this book. Like, right off the bat, I'm enjoying it. I'm a little bit confused. We have a main character who's a ghost. She doesn't really have a name, so we're calling her Hot Dog. And she's basically spying on this girl who lost her best friend or lost her girlfriend. And you're kind of seeing their interactions. And everyone can kind of see this ghost, which I think is interesting. But she can't communicate. She has, like, her mouth is shut. So I am liking it. I just don't know, like, I guess, like, she really wants to be a girl. She wants to, like, go to all these parties and have all these experiences. And that's where we are right now. So I'm about 62 pages into this, and it's a fun read. I think it would make a great listen as well. So, like, these two will probably get off the TBR before the end of the month just because I downloaded it and I have them. But to be honest, in my other vlog, I really do want to finish A Court of Wings and Ruin. So this is probably going to be my goal book, but I also want to read the other books in that vlog. So I have a little bit of decision paralysis, a little bit. This might become a DNF if I don't like the horror that well, like, to be honest. But currently I am liking this. So I'm read about, let me see, I read about 62 pages. This might become my bedtime book. We'll see. Because the chapters are super short, so yeah. Yeah, that is where we are. But I am also reading, oh, where did it go? I'm also reading for bedtime, which is over here. I'm also reading Float. So this might be my bedtime book as well. So yeah, you may see me come back tomorrow and just chat through this and kind of finish this. But then my next bedtime book is probably going to be this one. So we have a lot of things in this vlog that we're kind of chatting through. Sorry, I knew this week was going to be busy and chaotic, but didn't anticipate it to be this. The good news is all of these are arcs. So, and this is more of like a horror book for like the Halloween season. So maybe I'll do like a rec vlog. This is definitely a thriller that is not a slasher. That is not always my favorite, but we're here. So I'm going to go finish, well, not finish. I'm going to go read to page 100, and if that happens, I'll give you an update tonight, and if not, I'll give you an update tomorrow when I wake up. Bye, book friends. Okay, and I do have some reading updates for this vlog. So I did wind up starting both of these books. I did wind up DNFing Body Count. It really is a slasher, I think, and I'm just not gonna like it. I read about 25% of it, and I just decided to DNF it. And I did get this book signed to me. I will probably put it in my classroom. There are horror fans in my building that will probably like this. But it's not a horror book, and I don't want to force myself to read something that I'm not going to enjoy. And then I wound up last night, I got a little bit farther into Float. So now I'm like 122 pages into this. I am liking this. I think it's a great bedtime book, and I'm enjoying it. So this one's very, very fun. It's just like, it's a cute graphic novel about two characters kind of forced to work together because one character is kind of forced to learn how to swim, and she doesn't want to lose all her friends because she's been lying about that fact. And then, physically reading wise, I wound up getting up to page 184 in A Dead Thing Like Me, which is by E.G. Young. This is kind of a unique premise. It follows a character named Hot Dog who's a ghost. Now, you don't know who she's a ghost of. She doesn't have a lot of memories, and she's kind of haunting this girl named Logan. And I wouldn't say it's like lyrical writing, like in verse, but it's very much in her head, and you only kind of get her point of view. There's a character that might be a demon or like a ghost hunter. It's very interesting, and I want to keep reading, but like it's very uniquely written. It's not in verse, but it gives me those vibes. So I'm about 164 pages into this, so that's where we are with this. So I did decide to DNF Body Count, so that is upsetting, but I did wind up getting like 164 pages into this. So I am going to go do my filming, update all of my like trackers and stuff, do all the books on the table that I haven't done yet, just so I have them all organized before I go to Scotland. Sorry, you're gonna hear about that a while because I'm still like in those vibes. But yeah, that is where we are right now. So yeah, I will come back when I have read to page 250 and give you guys like an update on this because I am liking it. I feel like it's more of a fall read, but it's also very digestible, very, very readable. And I will say I did give the audiobook a shot of this and I just didn't like it. So that's why I wound up DNFing this. So that's where we are. I will talk to you guys when I have an update in a little bit. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, book friends. Friends, I'm back. So it is about 6. I did wind up going for a walk for my other vlog and I wound up getting up to page 254 in A Dead Thing Like Me. I am liking this book, but I think it just has a very interesting writing style. So I kind of said this before, I feel like I'm reading a book set in verse, but not. Like, I feel like basically our character is a ghost and you don't know how the character are connected to these two people. And the character is now connected to 2 different people that are connecting to each other. So it makes it obvious like who this ghost really is because she doesn't really have a memory or doesn't care to know. So I am really liking it. We're getting more to the demonology part of this. It's becoming very like, almost like magical realism. There's a lot happening in the story and I'm not quite sure what's real and what's not, but I am enjoying it. Like I am having, it's a very, very quick read. Like I think if I was listening to this, I probably would have just listened to it like as a passive listen, but I am enjoying it. I like her style and I'm really captivated. I'm going to keep reading. I'm also watching Tracker, which I think is a great show before I go on vacation because it's like a episodic show that I can kind of put back and take back up. I really thought I was going to rewatch all of Spider-Man and do a bit of a rewatch. Maybe I'll do that when I come back. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go read the last 100 pages of this hopefully tonight. And then I'll give you an update and we'll kind of pick another book. But I don't anticipate me starting another vlog because Tuesday I'm going to the city. So yeah. Alright, I will talk to you guys when I have another update for you. Bye, book friends. Hi Book Dragons, I'm back. I just want to do a quick update. I did want to finish A Dead Thing Like Me by E.G. Young. I'm going to give this book 3.75 stars, rounding up to 4 on Goodreads. I had a fun time with this book. Thought it was written in a very like interesting style. I said before, it's not like in verse, but it reminded me of that. It was a lot of subconscious thoughts. You had a main character who was very confused. It was like a ghost-like character. There is a romance in here. I don't want to spoil it because I think it will spoil the end of the book. But there is potentiality of like a love triangle in this story. I did like it. I thought it was a unique writing. Very, very early fall read. A lot of emotions. It had to deal with a lot of grief and such like that. But I had a fun time. I liked it. I thought the writer was cool. And it gave me like magical realism vibes as well. Because you never really knew what was real and what wasn't. I felt like the ending was a little bit abrupt. But I did have a fun time with it. So now we're going to pick the next book. I have a very, very big spinner wheel. Now, ideally, I would like this to be my final physical read. And then I would probably move on to more like e-arcs. I also have a lot on here. So, like, there's a lot of arcs on here. I have been picking a lot of physical books recently. Also, I'm probably not going to pick a audio-only arc because I'm still making my way through this bad boy for a different vlog. So we will pick and choose, but I would like to get another book read today. So let's see what is on this wheel of doom. There's a lot of things on here, to be honest. Okay, I've already read that, which is great. Okay, let me see if I could remove this. Hold on. Hold on, let me see if I can get rid of this. I already read Sea of Charms. Okay, I already read that. That was great. I gave that book 5 stars. I read that in a vlog earlier this month. So, or in July, I think I read that. The Iron Hex. Ooh, that's actually a good one. That's a physical book. Okay, let me go get that and then we'll kind of look at the summary and we'll kind of chat through that. Hey dragons, I'm back. I think I'm gonna wrap up this vlog because I am heading out to Scotland tomorrow. I am gonna bring my camera. I'm gonna try to vlog when I'm there, but I always have bad luck like doing stuff before I travel just because I feel like I'm like just want to get to the point where I'm traveling, and this book has suffered a little bit. I'm loving The Iron Hex. Like, I'm really enjoying it. I'm just reading it a lot slower. Like, I've been looking up stuff to do in Edinburgh and other things. I had to pack this morning. I had to go get my hair done. And it just took a lot of time. I'm leaving tomorrow and I will take off at like 4, so it's really not a full day. And honestly, it's going to be a shorter day because I have to like sleep on the plane. So, but I did end up going book shopping with my friends and I got a Kickstarter coming. This is mostly just for my students next year because we talk a lot about like authors and like people, and I got a little Ned the internet troll from Madam Paul, and he is a blind artist and he has been creating art, and he's actually working on a middle grade book, which I'm like super excited to get my hands on. The last one I did this for the other one, and I gave it away to somebody. Like, I donated the book, but this is his book and I'm going to put this in my classroom because it talks about, you know, internet bullying and stuff like that. So this will go in my classroom next year when we all head back to work, but I wanted to support him if I could. So yeah, and then I also did some book shopping with my friends for my birthday, which was very, very exciting. But as you can see, I am packed. My friend, I finally got the book that I was supposed to go to that event for Sea of Charms by Sarah Beth Durst. I gave this book 5 stars. It was my favorite in the series. Really, really enjoyed it. And then we did a bit of ARC hunting. And I got Quinzantina's Labyrinth by Carla Arzventini. This is a middle grade book that comes out in September. So, and then my friend, I also went to that new bookstore. It's called Love and Legends, and I got a book from that was signed. It's The Fair Witch of Fox Hollier, which is a cozy fantasy. I will definitely want to read this when I get back. And then my friend told me to pick up No One Leaves the Manor by Kelly McWilliams, which is a YA thriller that just came out. And then my friends were kind enough to give me some books as well. So I got Wings of Reverie by Anna Bright, which is the second book in the Wings of Starlight series. I really do want to read this. Again, I think this would be a perfect book to read as I head back to work because it's like all these books would really be great. And then I got Alchemy of Souls by Adriana Mather, which is another one that I'm really, really excited for. And this is a book that I do have an e-arc of as well. So yeah, that's where we are. I think the next vlog you guys are gonna see is me on my vacation. But yeah, I always say that if you want like up-to-date things of my traveling, definitely follow my Instagram. By the time this vlog goes up, it'll probably be too late, but I will be traveling. I'm going to Scotland and I'm very excited. But yeah, I'm gonna go end this vlog and make some progress. You really didn't hear anything about the Iron Hex. It will definitely be in my wrap up. I really hope to finish this before I head out tomorrow, but I have been reading less the last 2 days, which is fine. I knew that was going to happen, but I will say this. We didn't really talk about my health and wellness journey, but I did notice a substantial difference in me this trip, like wandering around the city, than past trips wandering around the city. And I'll definitely kind of get into that after the trip, because I think after the trip it will even be more obvious. The choices I've been making health-wise have been really working. But yeah, that is where we are. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, book friends.